Greetings, my friends. Welcome to the Outdoorsman. I'm Buck McNeely. Got a good show for you tonight. First of all, we're going to go on a quail and pheasant hunt out at the SEMO Quail and Pheasant Club. And then we're going to go out and take a look at a trap shoot held at the Cape County Gun Range recently. Got a lot of good stuff coming up for you on this show. You won't want to miss it. So come right back, right after these important messages. Well, today we're out at the SEMO Quail and Pheasant Farm. Ron Clark, the owner of the farm, invited us out for a hunt. Ron, how long you been having a club out here?
We started this shooting preserve last year, last September when we started it.
Okay. Now, is that all you raise primarily is quail and pheasant?
Yes, right now it is. That's right.
Okay, now tell us some of the features about this. You don't have to have a hunting license to hunt out here, do you?
You do have to have a hunting license in the state of Missouri, or you have to have a license from another state, and we can give you a temporary pass, like a 3-day pass if you're out of state, if you do have that license for that state.
How do most people use your club?
Well, it's a reserve. Now, the way they're using it, they come out and they pay so much for a bird and so much for a quail and a pheasant, and we release them, and they work and train their dogs like this.
So they can pretty much hunt year-round and keep their dogs in peak condition until the actual bird season does roll around. Is that it?
This is right. From September till May the 31st is our season.
Mm-hmm.
And in this time they can keep their dogs in peak condition for like trials or whatever they're going to run in.
Okay, now this dog Cricket that we're hunting behind now, how long have you had her?
She's a 3-year-old dog, pointer.
Trained her yourself?
Yes, sir, sure did.
Okay, now you guys also belong to a gun dog club.
Yes, it's the Cape County Bird Dog Club in this area, and we sponsor a lot of field trials and things like this before season and after quail season.
Mm-hmm. When's your next event coming up?
All right, our next event will be a National Bird Hunters Association trial, and it will be held at Mance Wildlife Area, October 13th and the 14th.
Look, Ron, they got a point.
There you go, Buck.
Well, we got the hunt off to a good start. You know, today was one of those hot June days where the sweat just poured off you in that 90-degree humidity. But we were game, and so was the dog, and we kept after it. And old Cricket, even though the grass was tall, she got us another point.
Come on, Cricket. Cricket, come. Get in, bird. There you go. There you go. Point, Buck.
Who wants to jump in the thicket first?
I'll get it. She'll probably go on in after that. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Where's that girl? Get out. Come on, get out.
Get it, Cricket.
Come on, girl. Get out.
They're holding the cover, aren't they?
Got it down here. You ready?
I'm ready.
There you go.
You got him. Good shot. I didn't have a chance at him. Branches were in the way.
I just saw it fly.
That was a good shot, Ron.
Yeah, Boogie. Yeah. You ready over there, Buck? It's coming through. There you go. Good shot, Buck. There you go. Bird. Bird.
Ron, Ron, how many quail and pheasant you raised here?
Okay, last year we raised 4,000 quail and we raised 300 pheasant. And this year we hope to do a little bit better than that.
Yeah. What else you do with them besides stock your reserve?
Okay, we sell them to like farmers that want to stock their farms, and also to a lot of. There you go, Buck.
Dead bird, dead.
Never get retrieve him.
Dead bird, dead. Dead girl, dead. Dead, cricket, dead.
Nothing's going like that.
Come on, girl. Friends, come on. Whoa, cricket, whoa. I hate to do it on the second one, but good girl, cricket. Let's go, come on. Good girl, cricket. Little old cricket's quite a workhorse. No sooner than she'd find one and we'd bag it, and she'd get back to work and she'd bring us another point.
There you go.
I gotta admit, I missed that one, but Ron cleaned up after me. One of the most beautiful things in the world is watching a bird dog work. And this dog was no exception. Watch this. Now that is a picture-perfect point.
Boom. Dead. Come on, girl. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Running that. Let's go. Come here, Bernie. Come on, easy, man.
I tell you, all those feathers in your mouth, you get a little tired and thirsty, and cricket was no exception. Of course, neither were we, for that matter, so Ron and I decided to head back up to the house, give the dog a break, and maybe drink a cold one or two for ourselves. But I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and it's always nice to find your new hunting buddy. Stay tuned, folks, because we got some more good stuff coming your way right after this. Oh. Today we're out at the Cape County Gun Range for an American Trap and Skeet Shooting Association shoot. With me today is Bob Curry and Rodney Fagley. Bob, you were the starter of the Cape County Gun Club, was this correct?
That's right. Several of us got together and decided we might be interested in starting a gun club, so I had some handbills printed up and circulated around over the county, and anybody interested in forming the club to meet at my place over at Jackson, and it was all done leaning against the workbench there in the shop, and that's the way it all started.
Very humble beginnings. When did you start this?
1965.
1965. Now, where did you start first? The rifle and pistol range, or the trap and skeet range here?
The rifle and pistol. It was strictly rifle at first.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been shooting skeet?
Well, I shot skeet several years ago, and then I got out of it and got into pistol and rifle. And then I went to rifle only, and now I've gotten back into trap altogether now.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is Rodney Fagley. He is a state champion. Rodney, the other day you went up to one of the state meets. Where was this at?
At Lynn Creek, Missouri, Lake of the Ozarks.
Lynn Creek, Missouri. Okay, now what are some of the rules that you had to abide by there?
Well, we shot 200 targets from singles from 16 yards away from the trap house.
Okay. And you did win the state championship for your particular category, right?
Yes, I shot the 198 out of 200.
That's not bad. No, Rodney, 198 out of 200 is not bad at all. But I figured I could hold my own, so I challenged these two gentlemen, the state champion and the veteran, to a trap shooting match. I mean, after all, how hard can it be to shoot a clay pigeon? I've always considered myself to be a fairly decent wing shot. This would just be an extension of that, right? As the match wore on, I slowly came to the realization that there was no way in hell I was going to win this match. These two veterans were in a class all by themselves, and I was just trying to hang in there. Actually, it was a good experience for me. I would have to admit, though, that going dove hunting or shooting green-winged teal is a little more difficult because they're always dodging and veering, and you never know what direction they're going to go in. Of course, when you get right down to it, you don't know what direction the clay pigeon's going to go in either. I must admit, though, Rodney and Bob gave me a classic shooting lesson, and when I started leading the clay pigeons a little bit more than I normally would out in the field, I started making connections. But by that time, it was too late. These guys were hopelessly out of reach. But let me tell you something about Rodney Fagley. I didn't see that man miss all day long. But like I always say, when you're going to learn how to do something, learn from the best. And if you got a state champion, or even a veteran, there it is. What are you using, Rodney?
Use a Winchester diamond grade trap gun.
Okay, now this looks like an over and under, but you got the top barrel sealed out.
Yes, the top barrel's been removed and the rib has been extended.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of choke do you use on it?
Full choke?
Full choke? Is that what you always use for trap and skeet?
Yes.
Okay. Now what kind of gun you shooting today, Bob?
A Browning Satori, over under.
Okay, now the Satori, that's the one with the gold trigger, right?
This is a grade 5 with it, yes.
Grade 5?
Yeah.
Okay, you also shoot with a full choke?
Just when I get back off the 16 yards, I use the improved modified on 16.
On 16 yards?
Yes, the lower barrel's improved modified and the top barrel's full choke.
You know, I kind of feel like a poor beggar here. I'm shooting a Remington 870, and it's got a full choke on it. And here these guys flanking me with some pretty guns here. But without a doubt, old Rodney Fagley's the winner here today. But we had a good time, and that's all that matters when you get right down to the final analysis. It does help to improve your field skills, wouldn't you say, Bob?
Very definitely, yes.
Helps you with your quail and your pheasant, and even shooting over decoys. You do any duck hunting, Rodney?
A little.
A little? Mm-hmm. Just a little?
Just a little.
Well, when you're a state champion trap and field man, you can afford to say that. I tell you what, we're having a good time out here. Let's take a break. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been announcing that we'd like you to send in any cards or letters or pictures or comments that you have, and the response has been phenomenal. We really enjoyed it, so keep it coming up. We're going to share a couple of letters with you tonight. The first one comes from a vicar right here in Cape Girardeau. He says, "Dear Buck, I thoroughly enjoyed your opening program the other night. It looks like someone has finally come up with a program for the common man and not just for the professional sportsman. One thing I would like to address to you, since you ask for questions or comments, I have watched many fishing and outdoor type shows, and every time such a show is about fishing, the show is geared towards the fellows with boats, usually big bass boats. And being a poor boy, my daughter and I fish exclusively from the bank of the river or lake or whatever. I would like to see someone do a show that will give us simple folks some pointers on things like where to fish, baits to use, techniques for bank fishing, and the like. Respectfully yours, Vicar Paul E. Goddard. Well, Paul, let me tell you something. We've got such a show planned, and that's going to be coming up in the very near future. We've got a farm pond stocked with big bass, and I think you're going to like the results. Our next letter comes from Paducah, Kentucky, and it reads, "Your first and second show were super. The turkey hunt on your first show made the program get off on the right foot. Keep up the good work, and if we can be of any help this fall, give me a call. We have several clubs that I call geese on. Would love to have you. Jack Kennedy, Paducah, Kentucky." Jack, let me be straight with you, bud. That's a good idea. So when the season rolls around this fall, let's you and I go out on a hunt and see if we can't bring a few big honkers in. Jack also shared some pictures with us. A picture of Jack and a 22-pound turkey that he took this spring. It had a 10.5-inch beard on it. Jack also took 2 turkeys this spring. Here's a picture of Jay Sutter of Paducah, Kentucky. He's age 13, and he killed this deer on a youth hunt in Kentucky between Land of the Lakes. And here's a picture of Rick Followell, also of Paducah, Kentucky, and this was a 19-pound turkey that had an 8.5-inch beard that he took in the spring of '84. Folks, keep those cards and letters coming in, because that's what it's all about. This is your section. I tell you what, that's our show for this week. We've enjoyed bringing it to you, and we'll see you next time on The Outdoorsman.